Good afternoon. I just finished a new journal, and then I went on vacation to Colorado, and I'm going to put together a journal from my vacation. I just haven't, of course, I haven't started yet, but it was a beautiful vacation, so I wanted to go ahead and show this. This is made out of an old textbook. It was an old accounting book. So this is wallpaper. Somebody else I know made this topper. Isn't that beautiful? There's beauty in simplicity. There's the spine, and in the back is wallpaper as well. So here we go. Oops. Inside, I did this one a different way. I took the cover off and then put it back on. This here is just a three-way writing page, which is so cool. This is a vintage theme. Sorry, I thought I was on something. My desk is got a little too much on it. So here we go. A very pretty tag with writing space on the back. Back here, this is a square paper doily. I got a photo in here. Oh, this is actually a postcard. 1911, Minnesota. Very nice. And then this is just one of those tickets that they stamp. I don't know if it's like a train ticket or whatever. But I put that in there thinking it would be great to journal on, or if you want to use anything like this, because whoever purchases this or wins this in a drawing will have all this for them. Why can't I get this back down in there? You know why? This is folded. Okay, if one of my enemies is watching this, they're probably going, "Huh, she's so dumb." Remember, bullies are friends who are fake, are not getting help for their problem, for their mental problem. Always remember that. If anybody's putting you down for your artwork or bullying you, they're not getting problems for their mental health. Okay, here we go. We got this very nice little writing page in here that flips out. We have a nice page. This is just a collage. I've done this. I started this way back when. This is an inside-out envelope, and there is the window. So when you take this out or unfold it, thorn of a rose, isn't that pretty? You have, this is just a collage, and that is the photo, vintage photo inside. Here we go, from Chili's. I have a journaling tag inside that I stenciled. Very pretty. Some more writing pages, and I did what they call that, fake handwriting, and I cannot remember what that's called. It starts with an A. Whoops, there it is, fake handwriting. I just did some alphabet there. I did that to kind of fill in parts of the book that you can see. There's another collage. And this is a real pretty collage. Old ads. And then we have the flip out writing space. Another writing space. Thankful. If you wanted to make this a thankful list of something. I know Thanksgiving is coming up. This is so cool. I love mason jars, and I love making these. But this says, "I'm open to new experiences and new things. I choose to live in the moment." It has all these wonderful affirmations and a journaling space inside. So this is like a little affirmation. It kind of looks like a vintage style. Here's a little travel part. That would be awesome for my trip to Colorado. But if you are traveling, we got some postcards inside. You can use these in your junk journaling. This is a nice little envelope made from just a slip of paper. If you have any scraps, perfect way to use a journaling spot. This is a nice photo that I vintage cut out, that I cut it out and put it on top of a card. So we have a nice little journaling space inside. Gotta wiggle it to get it down in there. I'm sorry if I'm moving the camera or phone. There we go. Sorry about that. Nice little envelope. You can put anything inside. This is a little pocket. As you can tell, I torn some pages out and then I just added my own little insert. I got that from an idea on YouTube, but I cannot remember. There's another little pocket there. I cannot remember what YouTube page it was because I watched it way before I started this. So I got this, here says Spring Fever. I cut that out, kind of put some flowers and a vintage photo. It looks like it's torn, but it's not. The pages are torn, going over top of the photo, which is a really neat effect. I love doing that. Here's a bingo page, or bingo card, and we have a hidden notepad inside. So that's that one. Writing spot here, and here is a little envelope I made out of the copy of that. So it was like a carbon copy, so that's what I did. Folded that, put it back down with some washing tape. So we got writing there, a little flip out writing spot here. Here's a lot of pages to write in. This is what I did with the other pages I cut out. I glued these I made these little pockets. Another thing I got off YouTube. You can put tags, you can put money in there and hide it. You can put passwords. This is another writing spot here. These are cool. I also learned this. You can unfold these and journal inside of them. Another good way to know passwords, codes, anything like that. Anything that, you just want it to stay. You can also put something on here to keep it closed. I did not do that. You can glue like a little button on one of these and then tuck these under the other side of the button, or any other type of embellishment. You know what I mean? You just like glue it on the bottom one and then you can take these and tuck them under. Here is another collage, and this is an actual fold out. We have some playing cards here. We have some other things here that I just stuck in with colorful autumn. It's pretty. So this is kind of like a bookmark. And then here's some little cutout little dots. If you junk journal or you do any paper crafting, it would be perfect for that. Some pages to write in here. Here's a little pocket. Another little envelope. And here is another one of those inside out junk mail envelopes that has a nice vintage dude smoking a cigarette. And look at what we have here. We have a journaling card, which is a jumbo card. And then we have this also, which is a little card stock that you can use for anything. I just kind of stuck those down in there. I don't think that, no, this is not. I think this is, no, it's not. I was thinking this was a pocket, but it isn't. It's just a journaling card. These are so fun to make. I love junk journaling. It is just, the ideas, possibilities are endless, and you can't mess anything up. If you do, you just make it into something else. That's what I like. So once you start, the ideas just come in, just start flowing. This is a little Velcro up writing spot. This is some other cards and paper. Another card and some paper. This is actually a paper bag, so you can also put things inside there. Enjoy the little things in life. Another little pocket there. Here we got some notes for writing, and this is actually a pocket. And then we have another card that you can use to write on. Writing space. This is a collage, another Chili's bag. You can put some things inside of it. This is a pocket, travel, time, travel. And there is writing space on the back that you can write about something that happened. A good memory is good for time travel. Mental time travel is what that is. Here is a nice little envelope. Oh, yep, it's an envelope and a fold out that you can write in. So you can write in it and put something, well, I think, yeah, it is an envelope. I'm like, wait a minute, yeah. That's the separation there that separates the envelope there. Okay, writing space here. Oops, gotta get that flap. There we go. Nice pocket. We have another collage that's here, and I think this is, oh, yep, this is a Velcro. If you have any scraps, that's really good for something like this. So that's why I do this a lot, because I take my scraps and repurpose them as like a cover or something. Some more postcards. Very pretty. Portland, Maine. Very nice. Both from Portland, Maine. I was thinking Portland was just Oregon, but yeah, it was Portland, Maine. Okay. I know I knew that when I put this together, but it's been so long. Here we go. Taking Charge. Very good for females, women taking charge. I love it. That goes in there. A little doily with a flower in the center. There's another flip out of writing space. You can tell this was a torn piece of paper. I made it into a writing space. Here's another little card. Ovaltine, the world's best nightcap. Flip out writing space. Here's a flip out. Now this is really cool. You just unfold it to journal on. That was something else that I learned. I think I learned that on a TikTok reel. So that's a woman in the bathtub relaxing when there's some perfume, and then you just journal. Bingo. And now this is an old bingo card. You can tell it's very, very thick. And you have a journaling card inside. Envelope. I made this out of an actual envelope. You can see the lines there. So I made my own envelope out of that. And this here is just a pocket. And there's postage stamps in it. I don't know if you can see. There's all kinds of postage stamps in here. And then some stickers. There's also some stickers and some postage stamps. That also goes... That is the window of the envelope that I took from there. Velcro fold out. Writing spaces. And some little pieces of paper and stickers. What we have lost will never be returned to us. Cold Mountain. I don't know if that's a good saying or not, but I put it in there. Okay. Guest check. We got guest check and a nice little piece of paper to journal on. So you can tell this has all different kinds of themes, but it's in vintage style. And there's the back of that one. We have another piece of paper. This is the back. You can do anything with these you want. I left those open for the buyer or winner of this. And you can use that for anything. This is another envelope that I used. I thought I had... This is a pocket. There's just nothing in it. But that's just the woman showing through the window. Okay, there's a little paper clip, music notes. So this is all dedicated to music. You can also go over here and write about your favorite songs or something like that, or your music, your favorite idols, whatever you want. And here is another place to write. Okay, this one is actually a side pocket, and you have this is a nice altered playing card, and this is Hammond and Hotchkiss. Trying to see 1914, I think it says. So this is an actual receipt or a bill, invoice, I think. This is a pocket collage, and this is another side pocket, and this is a nice little envelope there with a little pocket with a little card and tag inside that I made out of paper. Oh, and here's another receipt. I can't read that. I don't know if that's supposed to be a 1917, and this is a 1913. And here are some other bills to use for journaling spots or anything like that. Here's another pocket. Here's another writing spot. And this is actually a pocket on top. cute. I like that. That's pretty. That's another collage. And this over here is also another pocket in the book that I made. There's another collage and writing spot. Nice little cluster up there. I did not make that. I got that from somebody. Here is a collage. And this is another paper bag with a pocket here and an opening at the top. And that is the last page. And that's the back again. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching this video. I was glad I was able to make it just 15 minutes. My travel journal will be coming up. I'm going to make it. It's got Colorado, Iowa, the Villisca Axe Murder House in Iowa, the Stanley Hotel in Colorado. It's got all different kinds of things. I have my photos coming back that I sent in for photos and to get my photos printed. Beautiful mountains, train ride to Silverton, Colorado, from Durango to Silverton. Beautiful, beautiful state. So that will be coming up once I get it put together. And thank you so much. I love doing vintage journals. It's probably my favorite theme. I'm starting to get into a little bit of the grungy look. That's another one I'm going to start getting into, I think. But I love vintage. Have a good day, everybody. Don't forget to subscribe and comment if you can. Maybe share my video to a junk journal group or your own group or your Facebook page. And I will see you next time.